Welcome to the first campaign objective that we're going to go over. In this video, we are going to go over traffic. Okay, so something I should have talked about on that intro video. This course is going to be helpful for somebody who is already a digital marketer, somebody who has already done Facebook ads. If you are brand new to digital marketing or Facebook ads, please reach out to me for training on the basics of how to run Facebook ads. In this video and in the next portions of this series, this is going to be a little more advanced and a little more of the psychology that you want to consider when you choose which objective you want to use. When you are a digital marketer, you come in here and you see brand awareness and reach and traffic and engagement, all of these things, and you're like, what are they? What do they do? And what is the difference? So in this video here, I'm going to talk just about traffic, but as I go through them, we are also going to talk about reach. We are also going to talk about engagement, video views, and conversions. So those are the 5 campaigns I'm going to focus on in this series. Of course, if there becomes a demand for us to be using something else, we can. Now, I know some of this is very misleading in the terms of it saying, okay, well, traffic and lead generation. Don't you kind of don't they go together? You need to you have to have traffic to the place where you can capture the lead. But then a conversion is kind of the same thing, that they go there and they take action. But there are differences and there are different metrics you want to be monitoring based on which objective you're using. And there's also different objectives you want to be using based on the lifespan of your ad. Meaning, is this a new ad? Is this an ad that could stand the chance of being evergreen and running for a long time? Is this a very seasoned ad that you've already had success with and you want to start tapping into other markets? So first and foremost, to run your ad in traffic, you would do the same way. Now, something I always coach here is a 4-part title. I typically put the name of the ad, like one of my ads names is hands. Then I put the targets that I'm looking to target. So if I'm doing a retarget, I do some acronym or some abbreviation that tells me. And then since this is a traffic objective, I put the word traffic here. And I usually put my starting budget for that ad for that day. Yes, I can scale it. Yes, I can see my daily budget in my ads manager, but it's always nice to know where I started with that ad. And it kind of just helps me remember as you become more and more of a marketer and you start running more and more campaigns and branching out, having that information in this way helps. That way, if you want to sort your list of ads in Ads Manager, everything you did with that one ad would sort and stack next to one another, so you could really compare the information and have an organized business as it grows and as it scales. From here, you would hit continue. And then up here, you would select the website lead. So it's going to stay right there on website because that's where I want traffic to. If you do want traffic to Messenger, you may want to consider checking Messenger here. Then if you have saved audiences, if you have saved audiences that you want to use, you would select those here, continue on as normal. You put in your interests, you put in your targets, and you do this just as you would with your Facebook ads. There is nothing different here. Now, what you do want to know that is different about traffic is you've got this option here: link clicks, landing page views, impressions, or daily unique reach. I typically put this to the landing page views. Now, again, some of the psychology here is if you want folks to come to your landing page, see your video sales letter, see your videos, see testimonials, or whatever that is, the landing page views is going to help you do that. Getting them to the link clicks, if, say, for example, you wanted to just do excuse me, say for example, you just wanted them to go and do like a little 3-part questions or something like that, the link clicks, and then it's going to be self-explanatory. Maybe you want to consider link clicks, but I typically do landing page views. Now, 2 things to think about when you are considering the traffic objective. Now, one is when you're doing traffic objective, I encourage that you keep a really wide reach, meaning not necessarily 230 million people, but that you are doing this more of a wide net approach. We will narrow in on your audience. We will get into the people that are going to convert with lookalike campaigns and retargeting campaigns. But traffic is more of a wide net approach. That is why it's the first video here in this series. If you're starting an ad brand new, doing a traffic objective is a good thing to consider. It's not the only one to consider. We're going to talk about another one here on the next video. But it is a good thing to consider to see, okay, is my ad doing what I want it to do? Are they seeing my headline? Are they seeing my picture? Are they seeing my infographic? Are they seeing my video? And are they taking action? Who cares if they are the people that are going to put in their name and email? We will get to that. We will get to the conversions and the leads and whatnot. But first you need to see if your ad is going to work. And if you start with a conversion campaign, or you start with a lead generation campaign, it's going to be more expensive and more of a time consumption for you to see if your ad actually works. So it's important that you think about and understand the different objectives of the ads, so that way you can use that money up front on an ad correctly and not throw the ad out before you've actually given it an adequate shake to see if it's a performer. So that's the main thing you want to know about traffic ads. The other thing is, this is a really good way to get back in front of people who have already liked your page or are friends of people who have already liked your page. So something a lot of people don't realize is right here in this ad connection type, if you scroll to the very bottom, you can do advanced combinations. This is kind of a pro tip. So you can do people who are connected to your page and friends of people who are connected to your page. You would do that by simply just putting in your page name here and then continuing on as normal. But say I just put together a little article or a little PDF or a little YouTube video or some advertisement or some form of information and value that I wanted to share with my audience and their friends. Doing a traffic campaign to just get them over there to get that freebie is a great way to do it, and doing it targeting this is really good too. Now, something important to understand. If you have a small audience on your Facebook business page, this ad is not going to run very long. If you have a larger audience, you can run it further, but you want to watch your frequency column in your ads manager. So if you're a digital marketer, as I said at the beginning of this video, that makes perfect sense to you. If that does not make sense to you, it is important that you get some basic Facebook ads training before you really start spending a bunch of marketing dollars and just donating money to Facebook because you're going about it in an inefficient manner. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight on the traffic ads. We are going to pop over now into ManyChat, and I am going to show you guys how you could set up a little freebie to offer. I'm going to switch over to one of my pages that I don't do anything on and use this as my little test ground for you, or my example ground for you. All right, so if you want to attach a freebie or a deliverable of some sort and you're going to do that traffic campaign, this is a good approach, or an effective approach, I should say. Saying it's good is solely my opinion. It has worked well for me. So if I just put out a little infographic that says, hey, I have a report on the best 5 Facebook campaigns for a digital marketer, I can sit down or I can put that out to my friends, or excuse me, I can put that out to the fans of my page as well as their friends. So here to do that, you would use your growth tools in your Facebook comments to add them. Now, in the mini chat training, I go over this in more depth. In this training, I'm teaching you when and where to put stuff together. So in this example, we would go to new growth tool. We would come to Facebook comments, because this is an ad we're going to run to our fans and their friends. We would select the post and go through the training that I show you in the mini chat training. Here in the opt-in actions, you would select send only to users who reply with a keyword. So in this message that you send out, you're going to want to indicate some keyword. If you indicate something that asks them to reply yes, then you put the word yes here, or yeah, or yay, because some people just call it different things. I even do a couple of the misspellings just in case somebody's fingers get a little messed up and it still picks it up. I think that's all we probably should do. Can't imagine how much more times you can butcher yes, but just kind of another pro tip, if you see people responding with some other variation, come in here and edit this so that way it picks them up and still adds them. Now, here is where you would add the sequence to give your free deliverable. So now what's happening here is they're going to see your post. They are going to get your auto response. They're going to reply with a word. They're going to get the message that responds to them here. Then they get attached to the sequence where you deliver the deliverables. Or if you just have one single deliverable, you put it here. So again, this training in more depth, you've probably already gone through if you're even seeing this video, but this is how it attaches to a traffic campaign when you put something out that you want to share with your audience. Your warm audience that's already shown you interaction and behaviors that show that they're interested in what you're doing are people you want to stay in front of, and a traffic campaign, a traffic objective is a great way to do it. I'll see you on the next video. Until next time, stay legendary. Bye-bye.